Hey traders, John Howell here. Let's actually get straight into a bit of a market update for you guys, and also I want to share with you some things that me and my clients were talking about today that I think is really going to help you with your trading. So let's go straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's go straight into a bit of a market update today. So what actually happened on the what actually happened with the markets today. So the very first thing I want to do is actually want to remove all trend lines and all moving averages. Now, if you personally, for me guys, for me personally, I'm hicking all over the place. Anyway, for me personally, guys, I don't, I really rarely use any indicators. I probably use maybe one, maybe two moving averages. But that's all I really need. Majority of my trading is actually done from the chart itself. So if you are struggling with your trading right now, you're having a hard time with your trading right now, and you have a lot of indicators, that's probably one of the reasons why. And now you may not even know what pattern to look for on the chart. And if that's you, then that first link in the description there, guys, click on that first link in the description there. I'm going to give you access to the free trading course. And then also the very first video after you put your email in to get the free trading course, not only will I email you the trading course, but that very first video, I'm taking on something amazing, and wait to see what's over there. There's a very short little video talking about what I'm doing personally. And wait till you check that out. It's just amazing. It's probably the very first time it's ever been done in the history of its kind. And I'm going to show you everything. So anyway, that first link in the description there, guys. Now, what's happening right now with the actual stock market itself is that we're actually getting just a bit of an overall movement through, but we are really at the moment starting to develop that sideways phase, right? We're starting to develop that sideways phase from here. Now, bit of an interesting thought here, guys. Hear me out, okay? What's happening right now? We're starting to get what? We're starting to get this whole new variant coming out. We're getting the whole new jab thing coming out. We're getting mask mandates coming out slowly again. Is the market giving us a bit of a precursor to what's to come? Now, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not, because anything can happen, as you know. But leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this new variant that's come out. Do you think we're going to go through another lockdown? Do you think they're going to do the shenanigans? And I hope not. I hope not, right? People have been through so much crap. 2020 and then interest rates and all blah, blah. Anyway. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. But also leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the whole. Do you think if that does start to get out of hand, it's going to do what actually happened back in 2020? Now, I'm not saying it's going to, okay? Before you guys go out there and start to load up on put options in the markets, I'm not saying that, okay? That may not be the case. This may just be a bit of a pause before we rally to all-time new highs, okay? But it's just very interesting to see where the market is right now. And we're starting to get all these talking, right? And as you know, right, was that COVID-19? What was that? That was 19, right? It was really 2020, and it started at the later part of 19, didn't it, right? So 2019. So it started at the later part of 2019, and then it went into 2020. Are we about to see a couple of months of a bit of shenanigans building up, and then maybe something happening next year? Like, I don't know, right? It's pretty scary. So this is where, guys, like for me personally, when it comes down to trading, it's so important to get your trading right. If you do need help with that, then apply for my coaching program. Second link in the description there, and I'll be able to help you out with that. But from a technical level basis there, guys, look what's actually happening. We're starting to develop this sideways range, right? And it's more like, I talk about the L-shaped pattern, right? If you guys have heard me talk about the L-shaped pattern in the past, where the market goes down and we go slow across, that generally speaking, when we get that, we generally get a move on the downside like that. So look what's actually building right now. We've gone down. Notice how we're starting to go slow across here, right? Now, yes, we can do something like that. Or if we continue doing something like this here, guess what that is? That is what? The L-shape pattern in the markets. And if that happens, what are we overall building? A massive, a big rounding top pattern in the markets here, right? And then we have this level all through here as well too. And if that happens, we could start to see a move back down to here, Right now, yes, again, for me personally, guys, as you guys know, I have a video on my trailer video. If you click on my name right now, you can see the trailer video, and the trailer video talks about how I see the stock market making all-time new highs. Now, I did that video back here, right? And we've had a big move up and come back down. So this could just be a big pullback, guys, before we see another big move to the upside. But I'm also looking at what are the possibilities of what's going on with these markets, okay? So we can see that that's what's going on there with the overall S&P 500. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. And the Dow Jones is one of those things where it's very, 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 very close to a bit of a do or die situation here. Because in an upward trend, we have higher lows, right? Low, higher low, higher low, and another slight higher low through here, right? So we're making these higher lows through here. And then we're actually at this level right now. We're at this really important point right now. It's do or die time for the markets. Because if the market does die, so to speak, and we start to have a move down here, and we start to break below these lows through here, guys, guess what? The market has completely changed tune. And if that happens, then what's likely to happen? We're likely to rally back up, make a lower high, and then start to see a movement on the downside. Make sense? So that's actually a really big, interesting pattern here. It's do or die for these markets right now, so it's, especially with the with the Dow Jones through there. Let's go have a quick look at the silver market from here. Silver market, she's a wildcat through here. Nothing really too clear right now. What's going on? We have a down, we have an up, we have a down, we have an up, we have a down, we have an up through here, right? So we have all these sort of sideways movements through here. And again, she's a bit of a wildcat. Now, the gold one is also the interesting one that I'm watching for us right now, right? So we are in a lower high. Is this going to be is this going to be some form of a lower high again? The really interesting thing that I'm watching for right now is what actually happens here with this market here. Because if we start to develop this, right? If we start to develop this, where we start to build a bit of a sideways movement from here, right? We start to do this, and I've seen this happen with so many times with gold, right? If we start to do something like this, we could be getting ready for something like that. And if that happens, guess what? We're probably likely to at least run back down towards the 1800 level. So if this pattern does start to build up on the gold market, guys, then this is going to be something really, 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 really interesting in the markets from there. So one thing I want to finish off with is there's a quick little technical analysis from there, guys. One thing I want to share with you guys, just an understanding of with my private clients that I was talking with today. Again, if you're interested in joining that, then that second link in the description, you can apply, and I'm happy to coach you or see if you're a good fit for the coaching, where I'll be coaching you every single day for the next, or pretty much every day for the next 12 months. So one thing we're talking about when it comes down to the trading, right, is how real life trading is. How does real life trading go, right? Real life trading, I think the thoughts about trading and the facts about trading is about the thoughts of trading is what happens, right? Like today I'm going to turn up, this is today. And today I'm going to turn up and I'm going to place the trade, I'm going to make some money. And I'm going to come back tomorrow, T for tomorrow, and then I'm going to do that again, right? I can trade, I can trade, and so on and so forth, right? Trade and come back tomorrow. Make sense? And then that's what we think, right? We're going to turn up every day, we're going to trade every day, we're going to make money every day. But what's the reality? What's the truth about the markets? Regardless of whether you trade a 2-minute chart or whether you trade a daily chart, right? What's the truth about the markets? The truth about the markets is, firstly, what you have a pattern, right? You have your pattern, bit of a PP, or slash your setup, right? Set up, right? So your pattern or your setup. Firstly, you have your pattern or your setup. Make sense? Now, here's the thing. When it comes down to your pattern or your setup that you trade, firstly, that's the consistency, right? That's the consistency part there, consistency of that setup there. Now, with the way the market is, right? The market goes through different cycles. So if you look here from, say, a January all the way through to January through to now December, okay? And let's just say up here, I'm going to call this here maximum here, and we're going to call this minimum down here, right? And what that is that maximum amount, that means that there's a lot of good trades that month, and things are going well, but then but the minimum is like there's not that many trades. Okay, so how does real life trading work in real life scenario? Real life trading works how? Well, January, you may shoot up to here for a bit. January, February, March. Oh yeah, everything's going well. And then suddenly what happens? You might come down to here, right? Man, the last 1-2 months, there hasn't been much going on. And then you might come up here for a little bit through here and dip down through here, right? You might come back up to here for a bit and then come back down to here and then shoot up to here and then might go something like that. Do you see that through there? Now, remember, what is this? This is where you're not actually getting a lot of good trades. You're not getting a lot of trades at all, or according to your setup. And you're not getting a lot of trades. Now, this here could equal 4 or 5 months in total through the entire year. But the rest of the months, you're getting some really good trades. And this is the truth about the markets, right? This is the truth about the flow of the markets. And the truth about how our trading is done. Again, I was talking about this with my private clients, is that we're going to understand the ducking and the weaving of understanding of, okay, we go through cycles. And it's like we go through cycles in the economy. We go through cycles in 2020, and now possibly next year. Anyway. Right, we all go through. There's this cycles of around things, right? And so just understanding that this is the truth about trading, making good money overall throughout the year, right? If I say I made $1 million this year, which you can do that, right? Let's say you made $1 million, or let's just say you made 6 figures, okay? Say you made 6 figures from trading. So yeah, I made 6 figures from trading last year. You did? Oh my goodness, that's amazing, right? But what you don't realize is that's just say you made $100,000, okay? 100K. Let's keep this number simple here, 100K. Well, you don't realize that you made 30K here. Down through here, you'll basically maybe break even. Maybe you might even be down maybe $2,000 here, right? Maybe it would just things that you're getting into trades, but they weren't running on and so on and so forth. Maybe you're down a little bit here, right? Maybe just say you may be down maybe 5,000 here, right? But you stopped 25 grand for the year, right? And then things start to pick up, and then guess what? And here, you make what? You make $40,000. Like, 40, 50, 60, $70,000. And then, here, you actually gave back about 10. Maybe gave back 10 and, so on and so forth. Or maybe the trades just weren't working out. Maybe you had a bit of a brain explosion and you stopped being consistent, right? So now what, you're at 40, 50, 60, 70, you're at 65. Now you're down, let's just say you're down 15, right? If I'm doing my number right, 40, 50, 60, 70, take away 5, 65, plus, and now 60, minus 5, 65, minus 15, and now what's that? You're at 50 grand, right? I think that the number's right. And then bam, out of nowhere, these last 3 months, you end up making $60,000. Now, no, my numbers are right in there. Say $50,000, $50,000, $60,000 to equal what? This here. But do you notice the bulk of the income? The bulk of the income come from what? Just really a handful of months throughout the entire year, right? And that's how your trading is really going to go when it comes down to you approaching these markets, and you do it is understanding the flow and the nature of that. So whenever you go through these quiet periods through here, right? And I always call these periods where there's actually no trades, right? Like there's been many times, like there's been many times this week or this year where I'd have a couple of months of just amazing trades, right? Making 400-500% return on the trades. Things are moving, yeah, good trade. And then the market will go quiet for a couple of months and there's actually no trades. And then boom, out of nowhere, we have some good trades. So I hope this helps you out today there, traders. Leave a comment section in below. Leave a comment in the section below and let me know what you think about the whole variant thing and stuff like that that's coming out right now. And do you think that's going to have a big effect on the market coming out?